we're back. This is going to be a little unfortunate and I'm going to be less energetic because I recorded this video about a day ago and realized there was a ton of echo. So I'm a little exhausted and we're going back and kind of redoing everything. So my last one was a little more energetic, but bear with me. So starting out, a small achievement that I've kind of made, as I've kind of stated in a lot of my other ones, I've been running a lot the past year or so. Just because I've always been a much shorter distance runner, like I could do sprints and things like that. Back in high school, that's what I did. I would do track and field running of short distances and things like that. Never been good at long distances, wanted to get good at it, and I achieved my first 10K the other day, which is pretty awesome actually. I did never in my life thought I'd be able to run that long without stopping, but here we are. So, ran my first 10K, that was really cool. And the other, I guess, big thing that's going on is not making, it's already done. I made a decision to sort of stop gaming to an extent. I still have a lot of games, like party games, that I'll play with friends whenever friends are around to ask me to play anything. But most, like, solo gaming, like I've talked a lot in the past that I play the finals a lot, and Destiny and things like that. I've wasted so much time doing that, and I'm very addictive with things, and I would just get so just focused in on these games, ignoring everything else. So I would think constantly on how I wish I read this book, how I wish I learned this skill, how I wish I don't know, interacted with my pets more. I don't know, just something. And I started noticing that I was spending like 5 hours a day playing the finals. And don't get me wrong, it's a super fun game. I could probably get back into it right now and just game all night, despite how exhausted I am. I mean, holy crap, you can literally see on the camera the bags under my eyes. But, yeah, I mean, I was just wasting so much time. So I decided I uninstalled everything from my computer, and we are going to try to go without it. And so far, over the last couple days not doing it, I have stayed very consistently busy. I've been using my planner as always. I do have a new one for this year, but I've been using my planner as always with that, and I feel like I've been kind of having a lot of fun and getting a lot more stuff done. So I've been supplementing all of the extra time I have with other things I've always wanted to do, and I'll get into those in a moment, but what I wanted to touch on with this is I'm not telling everyone to quit gaming. I freaking love gaming. It's so much. It's so much fun. And even when I stopped doing, well, not when I stopped doing, but when I uninstalled all of these games, I remember the first and second day I would literally finish doing work or something and say, man, I've got 30 minutes. I've got time for a game. Let me run downstairs and just play a tournament or something. And I sit down on my computer, boot it up, and I'm like, shit, I have nothing. It's empty. It's boring. So then I look around the room and I'm like, well, I had to do the dishes anyways, I might as well go do them. It has actually been very beneficial, and I do genuinely think I've kind of been happier with it. A little more tired, for sure, with everything I'm doing, but definitely happier. So now to get into the things I've been doing with that time, and some of these I've touched on in the past, but they're actually getting done now, is I'm spending about like 15 minutes a day, at least on weekdays, writing. There's a book idea I have that I've had for a while. It would just be a fiction book, not like I'm not doing this. I'm not going to bore everyone out of their damn minds in a book. There's enough people that do that already, like the books I read. No one wants that. Now, for now. I might do that in the future. But for now, I'm writing a fiction book. So I'm just spending like 15 minutes a day. I only get maybe 1 or 2 pages done in that 15 minutes. But hey, it adds up. I think it would be really cool by the end of the year to have an entire book written. Even if it's not published yet, that I could send to a publisher and have them edit it and publish it. I think that'd be awesome. So that's been something I've been having a lot of fun with, bringing all these ideas and drawings and stuff I've done into reality. I've also been learning coding, which is disgusting to say. I used to hate coding. I used to be that one super nerdy dweeb Minecraft kid in middle school who would get home from school and learn Java on how to code server plugins to make my own Minecraft server. I'd learn how to edit mods, create mods, everything. I was constantly programming stuff with Minecraft, and I hated it so much. I was like almost addicted to it, but I hated it. I couldn't stand it. So we're trying to get back into it, and I actually am kind of enjoying it now. I've been same with the book, 15 minutes a day learning Python. There's a free course that I'm trying through TCM Securities Academy online, where they just go through really basic how to use Python, what methods are, what functions are, what Boolean expressions are, things like that. And it's been interesting. I don't know how to do anything yet. Obviously, I'm doing things like, oh, what's 1 plus 2? Oh my gosh, it's 3. And that's my program. It's garbage. It's not anything that's actually going to be useful. But it's been fun learning the basics. So I've been enjoying that like 15 minutes a day before I go to bed. I've just been pulling it up. Or in the morning, like right when I get into work, if I have some spare time, I'll knock it out. So that's been really fun. And the last thing that I've been doing, I don't remember if I've brought this up previously, is getting into rock climbing. I've always wanted to start tackling a new big skill every year, just because I've always thought people like that were cool. Like, you always meet someone who you talk to them and they say, oh yeah man, I know how to skydive, I know how to scuba dive, I know how to drive fast, I know how to, do construction work. Like, they know everything, and they're always like the coolest people to me. So every year I'm gonna try to spend like, I don't know, a good bit of time each week trying to learn something. Just because even if I drop it completely that year, just having the record that I have done that is really cool to me. So I'm trying rock climbing because there's a large gym with this near us, and I've been having a lot of fun. I just from experience in the woods and things like that, just climbing stuff I shouldn't be climbing. I'm pretty good at the normal rock walls, but man, let me tell you, bouldering is insane. Like, it sounds so stupid. In my head, I would think the really tall walls are harder, but the little short ass boulders they have that go like almost upside down that you have to climb with, you're not strapped in, so there's nothing like helping you hold yourself up. That shit is crazy. Like, I just spent 40 minutes today doing that, and I could do like the first 3, maybe 4 difficulty level courses on that boulder, but everything else past that, I was screwed. I would walk up to it, and I don't know if it was because I didn't know where to place my feet and my hands, or if my grip strength and core was just way too weak at this point. Probably a mix of both, but oh my gosh, it was impossible. So I'm really hoping over this year I can conquer every course there in bouldering and just general climbing. I think that'd be really awesome. So I'm going to try to go there 2 or 3 times a week. Once kiddo's asleep, everything is taken care of, before I go to bed, I'll just run up there, do some climbing, and come back. It's been fun though. I've been enjoying it. And I think one thing that I've learned from quitting gaming is a stretch, because I'm sure they keep revealing stuff for Destiny, and I'm sure I'll hop back in here and there, but I'm really gonna make it an effort not to get addicted to anything and just only maybe play it for an hour or 2 on weekends. I saw this in a short that Mr. Beast posted, and I'm sure like Elon Musk and other people have talked about this before too. Having passion in the stuff you do is so stupidly important. I get it, and it makes sense when you hear it, but actually seeing it and experiencing it is nuts. Because I would kept trying to do things that I just didn't care about, and it kind of sucked, I guess. But like with writing, it's actually rewarding. I can see this book grow every single day. I have these ideas in my head that I'm enjoying. Rock climbing, I'm a very competitive person, so I see this wall and I'm excited every single day I go back to see how far I can get. Same with coding. It's not like my favorite thing in the world, but I am getting a genuine interest in it, and like my days are going by way quicker now that I'm doing this instead of gaming, which I would have never expected. I would have thought that just my days would feel quicker playing games all day, but doing all these side things, I mean shit, I finish work, I put the kid to sleep, I hang out with spouse for a little bit, and then I feel like the day is just over at that point. I do a bunch of other stuff, but I don't even feel like I have enough time to do everything I want to do. It's actually pretty cool watching it happen, but it's so important. I think if anything you're trying to be successful in, you have to have a genuine passion and drive for it. I don't think you can just lackluster your way through everything in life. So that has been a real eye opener for me. But those are the major updates that have happened. I know I'm sorry, I'm very low energy this time. The last one I recorded was so much better, but I left the damn audio capture on my video as well, so you'd hear me through the microphone and then also through the TV, not TV screen. You'd hear me through the microphone and the computer screen. It just sucked. It was ass. So I had to fix that. We're re-recording it now. God, what else? Is there anything else to talk about? Oh, that's I guess that's something. One thing I thought of for the 0 viewers that are currently watching these posts is I use these little planners a lot. I've talked about them before. They're the little Clever Fox planners, and I really don't use anything in these other than just the weekly tasks and kind of the goals and habits stuff. Like you can even see here, the calendar pages. I don't use this shit ever. Never touch it. There's no reason for me to. There's notes pages in the back, kind of like. I mean, there's basically just blank pages in the back of this, which I guess is helpful sometimes, but if I'm taking notes, I'll just use something on my phone or OneNote or an actual notebook. I don't need that either. And then there's all these things up at the front for, like, my vision board. And some people probably would use these a lot, but I just don't. I don't need that space. I want to keep track of my goals and my habits, and that's about it. So what I've been thinking about doing, because apparently Amazon has a really easy way to where they'll bind books and sell them for you. I might work on designing my own planner, similar to how these are to an extent, but I maybe without the calendar pages, or if I do have calendar pages, I'll literally just have like 12 calendar pages. So you just have a calendar for every day of the year. It's 12 pages, or I guess it would be 6 pages because they're front and back, and that's it. You wouldn't have anything else. I might put those in there, but I want the main objective of it to be strictly around developing habits, goals for the year, and discipline. And I think I would use the shit out of this. I think having the weekly things like this does, where you can track your habits and check them off as you do it, you can write down your plan for the next day before the day starts, or at the end of the day, I guess I should say, and just crossing that off, because again, humans like seeing progress, right? You get very demoralized if you're doing something endlessly and it feels like you're not making any progress. But if you're doing stuff like this and you're visibly seeing, even if it's something tiny, and you just say, check the mailbox, seeing that big list and seeing it like cross this off, cross this off, cross this off, you kind of get like a dopamine hit, to be honest. You're like, damn, I'm actually getting stuff done, and then it encourages you to get the other ones done. It really does work. It's kind of crazy. So I might make something like this, but my own planner that has more pages focused on what habits you want to learn, what goals you have for that year, and have like check waypoints quarterly, so you know, for your yearly goals. In between like the weekly pages or something, maybe there's a page that pops up that's like, you know, quarter one, end of quarter one checkup, where you can write down, you know, hey, my goal was to weigh 180 pounds instead of the 200 I weigh right now. And then you write down, oh, I'm at 195 after 3 months. And then 3 months later, you're at, oh, I'm at 190. And you can see the progression. It's going to make you sit there and be like, damn, this is working. And you're going to want to do more. I think having like little checkups like that would be awesome. And then again, just having the weekly, everyday little planner spots where you can put info and track your habits would be awesome. And I would probably want to add more spots for these than what's there on these, because like I'll show you as an example. Like right now on these, you've got hold on, I'm a freaking idiot. You've got like your normal days here, which that's fine. I would want to have a full schedule for Saturday and Sunday here, because they don't. They just have tiny little spots for Saturday and Sunday. I think mine, I would keep full rows for Saturday and Sunday. I'd probably get rid of these parts, like this one says like this week's main goal, this week's priorities. these feel silly to me because you can just fill up the daily stuff with this anyways. I'd probably get rid of these and get rid of this notes section and just move Saturday and Sunday over here, and then even these down here. Like, this says, like, this week's wins. Like, this says how I will improve next week. That, I don't know. I guess some people might like it, but if you know your own goals and you have them set and your habits, how you improve next week should just be doing the shit you say you're gonna do. You know what I mean? So, I feel like I'd even get rid of those and just expand this habits checkbox all the way down so you can even have more stuff in there. Or, like, let's say you only start with 4 habits that you want to grow, and then halfway through the year, you've just got them nailed down, and you're like, you know what? I want to make it a habit to make my bed every single morning, then just tack on another one. There's plenty of space there. I think having more of a discipline and goal-focused planner like that would be awesome, at least for someone like me. I don't need the cute stickers that I know a lot of people do like and using to organize it. I don't care. I want to open it up every single day, see what I need to get done, cross it off, get that dopamine hit, and then go to bed and repeat it the next day. That has helped me so much. So look forward to that. I don't know when that's coming, but it's probably going to be a weekend project. I actually might start on it sooner than later because I just, the idea of it kind of excites me, to be honest, and I don't think it would be too hard based on what I've been hearing about Amazon's program with this. So maybe if I get it done, I will share it, and people here, you know, the 1 or 2 people that are going to see this video in the depths of YouTube can order one if they want, and you can fund, like, the $4 I get from the sale so I can go outside and buy a cookie. Not even a loaf of bread because that's too expensive now, but maybe I can buy a cookie or something. So, anywho, this is a long video, way longer than I thought it was going to be. I'm tired. You can see how just shitty I look from running a 10K and climbing like an hour ago. I'm exhausted. I'm not even going to write my book tonight, to be honest. I just need sleep. So, I will talk to everyone next time. These have been much more consistently recorded, and we are starting to catch up with present day, because a lot of the videos recently posted along with this one are probably like more than 2 or 4 months old, just because I wasn't posting them at the time. So there's some catch up that's getting done, but pretty soon we'll actually be on up to date recordings of this, which might be kind of cooler to interact with everyone with because it's more realistic to what's currently happening. So we'll try it. Anyways, no more procrastinating. Everyone enjoy your night, day, whatever it is, and talk to everyone later.